it's Miss Thirdell, and today we'll be reading this funny story. It's called Stephanie's Ponytail, and it's by Robert Munsch. The words are by Robert Munsch, and the pictures are by Michael Martchenko. And I really enjoy this story because it's very funny, and I think you'll think it's funny too. Ready? Stephanie's Ponytail. You can tell she's crazy because she's running. One day, Stephanie went to her mom and said, "None of the kids in my class has a ponytail. I want a nice ponytail coming out the back." So Stephanie's mom gave her a nice ponytail coming right out the back. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids looked at her and said, "Ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." It's not nice. The next morning when Stephanie went to school, all the other girls had ponytails coming out the back. Stephanie looked at them and said, "You are a bunch of copycats. You do whatever I do. You don't have brains in your head." So she wore one, and now all the other girls are wearing one because they want to be just like her. She doesn't like that. Stephanie doesn't like that. The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back?" Stephanie said, "No." Then that's that, said her mom. "That's the only place you can have ponytails." "No, it's not," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out of the side, just above my ear." "Very strange," said the mom. "Are you sure that is what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So her mother gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out right above her ear. When she went to school, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next morning when Stephanie came to school, all the girls, and even some of the boys had nice ponytails coming out just above their ears. So at first they said it was ugly, and then they all copied her again. Even the boys up here. The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Would you like one coming out the side?" "No." "Then that's that," said her mother. "There's nowhere else you can do ponytails." "Yes, there is," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out the top of my head like a tree." "That is very, very strange," said her mom. "Are you sure that's what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out the top of her head like a tree. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids saw it and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next day, all the girls and all the boys had ponytails coming out of the top. It looked like broccoli was growing out of their heads. That's Stephanie over there. And that's all the other kids. The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Would you like one coming out of the side?" "No." "Would you like one coming out of the top?" "No." "Then that is definitely that," said the mom. "There is no other place you can do ponytails." "Yes, there is," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out the front and hanging down in front of my nose." "But nobody will know if you are coming or going," said her mom. "Are you sure that is what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out the front. On the way to school, she bumped into 4 trees, 3 cats, 2 houses, and 1 principal. When she finally got to her class, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." So now it's coming out down by her face. The next day, all of the girls and all the boys and even the teacher had ponytails coming out the front and hanging down in front of their noses. None of them could see where they were going. They bumped into desks and they bumped into each other and they bumped into the walls, and by mistake 3 girls went into the boys' bathroom. Stephanie yelled, "You are a bunch of brainless copycats. You just do whatever I do, and when I come tomorrow, I'm going to shave my head." The first person to come the next day was the teacher. She had shaved her head and she was bald. The next to come were the boys. They had shaved their heads and they were bald. The next to come were the girls. They had shaved their heads and they were bald. And the last person to come was Stephanie, and she had a little ponytail coming right out the back. So she tricked them. She said she was going to shave her head, and then she didn't. And now they're all mad at her because she tricked them. So now she's running away and they're all trying to chase after her. That's the end of the story. I hope that you enjoyed it.